In this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to make a portfolio enclosure that is a great way to hold your gift cards and envelopes that you create. To get started, place your template on a standard piece of 12 by 12 cardstock. It's designed to fit so that you have minimal cutting to do. We don't have to cut the perimeter of this template with most papers. So once you get it in position, make sure it's just lined up to the edges, and you trace over here. Trace this little V, another V over here. There's a spot here that you need to trace. Down here you trace, and over here you trace, and then you come across the bottom and trace this area here, like so. Then ideally, I'd be working on a softer surface so that I can apply the scoring, do the scoring part next. There's these little grooves in the template, and I start on the left side. There's one down there, and then there's two tiny ones here. And I come down the middle. There's two in the middle. There's one down here, and then I capture these last two that are over here. Now I move over to now grabbing the horizontal lines. There's one here, and then there's one here that keeps going, and then there's one here, and there's these ones at the top. 1, 2, and 3. And when you're done, you'll end up with something that looks like this. So all you have to do is cut those excess pieces out. After that step, it'll look like this. So now you have to train the fold. So I did this a little in advance so that it would be easier to just follow through with it. But here's all the folds. I'll just give them one more crease like so. There's two little skinny ones here. So there's one, and then there's another. And then there's two little skinny ones here. One, and then another one like that. So I get that fold. There's two here, one, and then two. That gives us our thickness in here for the portfolio when it comes together. Hard to see on the camera, but you'll see it at the end. This fold, and then another fold, this fold. Now you need to put this together. So for the demonstration, I'm using this roll tape, but you could use a glue stick or any other kind of tape. Okay, the purpose of these pieces right here are for reinforcement. So it's as opposed to like building a box. So I'm just going to glue these pieces into position. So it'll give us some reinforcement. So I want to grab that one, this one, and then this last one. At this point, you have a couple options. You can begin to put this together and just leave it looking like this, and it looks fine, or you can add a complementary that would be quite a pattern right there. A complementary piece right in here. This would add reinforcement. That would be a good idea. So these are pieces that I cut in advance, but they're very simple to do. All you would have to do is make them just a little smaller than this particular pattern here. So this is the maximum size, and you'd want to make it a little smaller. This will definitely be hard to see, but I'll show you the quickest way I do it, trying this other second piece of cardstock so you can see it, the patterns at least. So I want to cut this one smaller so it fits. So what I do is I come over here and I find the edge of that piece, and then I just slide it a little more so that I have about 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch from here to here, and from here to here, and then I just trace this, and I end up with a piece that is about this size that I can cut out that'll fit in there without a problem. So once I have that piece, I want to add it into my setup here. So I'm reluctant to show you that ugly color, but we'll get rid of it quite quickly. Just place this piece in here like so. And then this one. Wonderful color. Like that. Now we have the portfolio, we just have to adhere this piece to there. So I apply glue to this. There's a tiny sliver, about 1/4 of an inch, right there. And for this I'd be inclined to use something more permanent, a glue stick or a wet glue. You want to come in here like this. Let's see if I can show it right. Like so. Okay, and then we do this one. This one, we bring it in. This gives us our thickness. So, there's another sliver that we can add to the middle if we want to. Just to make it uniform in appearance. And it's a good idea just for rigidity sake as well. So there I have that. Now, this is a great way to add and store your cards and envelopes that you make. So that's what you end up with.